Today we are going to do some EFT around releasing past lives of prostitution. And so how this came to me is that I was looking to dive into sexual healing work, and my teacher and mentor asked that I do 5 taps on releasing past lives around prostitution and sex work. And I did it, and to my surprise, and yet also understandably, the desire to dive into that work dissipated, and it transmuted into something higher. And so here I am to share this with you, so that any remaining past lives, any stickiness from the past, from past lives, from ancestors, can be released from your system, from your field, and so that you can really live in alignment with your purpose. Okay. So let's all take a big deep breath together. And notice how your body is feeling today. Before we dive into the tap, we're going to do a little meditation because this tap is going to involve some visualization. So we're going to tap into your spidey senses, into your intuition, so that we can get deeper when we're actually tapping together. So closing your eyes, coming into a comfortable position, and allowing your breath to deepen. Welcoming big belly breaths, breathing in and expanding your belly out with each inhale. And expanding all the way up to your chest. And breathing in just a little bit more air than you do typically. And letting it all go with an open mouth exhale. And as you breathe, allow your body to relax a little bit more with each breath. Noticing if you can hold your muscles gently, relaxing them, keeping them open and soft, even as you allow your lungs to move. Bringing your awareness down to the base of your spine, where your tail would be. And allow yourself to grow roots or a grounding cord, whatever that looks like to you, whatever material it's made out of. Allow it to start moving down to the core of the earth. Growing through all the layers of the earth, sinking deeper and deeper towards the core. And when you reach the core of the earth, secure your grounding cord or your roots in whichever way feels natural and right for you. Once they're secure, follow your roots all the way back up to the base of your spine, making sure that it's secure there as well. And giving it a gentle tug, strengthening those roots, making sure they're really anchored and that your connection is solid. Imagine a switch on the side of your grounding cord. whatever that looks like, and turn that switch on. And as you turn it on, your body is set to release, to let go of what no longer serves you, allowing it to flow down your body, down through your field, all the way down your grounding cord, letting the earth hold, transmute, and love it. Imagine a golden comb combing through your field, combing through your body, allowing any stuck energy, any spots that need to be gently released, dislodged from your field, from your body, allowing them to flow down your grounding cord. Staying with the breath as you allow yourself to release. Breathing as you let go. If any emotions arise, beautiful, allow them to flow through, letting them pass right through your body. And welcoming any tension to be released as well. Allowing your body to release in any way that feels natural to you, whether that's simply through the breath, through yawning, through shaking, through strong emotions, tears, sounds, vibrations. Everything is welcome here, allowing your body to release in the way that it knows how. And bringing your awareness back down to that switch and turning it up even higher, creating a little vacuum, suction, pulling anything else that is not you, anything that no longer serves you, down your grounding cord. And as you allow your body to continue to release and to let go, imagine a golden sun above your head. Right now, we are calling you back into your body. And imagine yourself peeling open this golden sun at the bottom and allowing this golden sun energy to start to flow in through the top of your head, flowing down your body, all the way down, down, down to the tip of your toes. And allow your body to be filled with this energy, filling slowly, starting with your toes. Feeling yourself coming back home to your body, welcoming the presence, the weight, the groundedness. Filling your feet as the golden sun energy continues to flow in through the top of your head, that this energy is unlimited. Filling your calves, continuing to breathe, filling your knees, your thighs, your quads and hamstrings. Filling your hips, your pelvis, your pelvic floor, allowing all of the nooks and crannies to be filled with this golden sun energy. welcoming yourself back home into the body. Filling your womb space, your sacral chakra, your abdomen, your lower back. Welcoming this golden sun energy as it continues to flow in through the top of your head, filling your stomach area, your intestines, your midsection, filling your ribs, your lungs, and any tension that you notice that's arising in the lower half of your body, allowing that golden sun energy to flow right into the tension and welcoming yourself fully here. Filling your heart, your shoulders, your upper back, making sure that you fill your entire back body with this golden sun energy. Continuing to breathe and allowing anything that no longer serves to flow right down that grounding cord. Filling your chest fully and allowing that golden sun energy to flow right over, down your arms, down your shoulders, all the way down into your fingertips. Just spilling right over into your hands, filling your thumbs, your index fingers, filling your middle fingers, your ring fingers, your pinky fingers. Welcoming the magic and the grounded presence back into your hands, welcoming love into your hands, welcoming the healing back into your hands. Filling up your wrists, your forearms, your biceps and triceps. Make sure you get those elbows, really filling it in, filling any empty space, filling all the way up to your shoulders, allowing yourself to be here, filling in any areas that you may have missed. As your shoulders connect with that golden sun energy in the rest of your body, starting to move up your neck, making sure that there's no empty spaces, that you are completely full of this golden sun energy, allowing your body to have weight, to be held by the earth, by your chair or bed, wherever you are. Filling your throat, starting to fill your lower jaw, your upper jaw, your tongue, your teeth. Filling your nose, your cheeks, the back of your skull, at the base of your skull. filling your ears, filling the back of your head and noticing how it feels, bringing the full awareness to your back body. Filling your eyes, filling your brain, filling all the way up to the tippity top of your head, and allowing your body to fully relax into this embodiment. That there's no need to hold yourself up, that you are fully held here. And allowing this golden sun energy to continue pouring in, filling in any remaining spots. And when it starts to overflow, allowing that golden sun energy to flow over your body, out through the top of your head, over your skin, blessing you in this presence, this embodiment. And imagining as this golden sun energy continues to fill you and to spill over you, with your grounding cord still below, feel free to turn on that switch one more time and set your body on release, letting go of anything else that has been displaced, anything else that is not you, anything else that is no longer serving you. Visualize a rose in front of you, just outside of your field. Go ahead and place this rose all the way outside your field. And imagine a grounding cord going from the bottom of this rose, or roots, whatever feels natural for you to visualize, going all the way down to the core of the earth. And imagining a rose to your right and to your left, and grounding those as well, all the way down to the core of the earth. And a rose behind you, grounding that. A rose above and below you, and allowing them to ground all the way down to the core of the earth. These are all outside of your field. Feel free to adjust them if needed. And putting a small piece of you, maybe an eyelash, the tip of your hair, tip of a nail. This is a signal that this is as far as anything outside of you come, that this is your field, this is your energy, and that only love is welcome here. Placing that small piece of you into each of the roses, in front of you, to your right, to your left, behind you, above you, and below you. Taking 3 really big deep breaths into your heart. Expanding open with the inhale, and on your exhale, allow your jaw to drop, open mouth exhale, making some sound or a sigh, and let anything else go. Starting to feel your feet, your hands, your butt and your body being supported by what you're sitting on right now. Start to bring your awareness out into the room, starting to feel the room that you're in, the space that you're in. Maybe wiggling your fingers and toes, bringing a gentle smile to your face if it feels right and natural. And when you're ready, start to gently open your eyes. And so we are about to transition into tapping. And if you've tapped before, you're familiar with the points. If you are new to tapping, go ahead and just follow along and you will learn as we move through it. I am going to go through it really quickly just so that your mind feels comfortable going through the points and feels confident diving in. And you will have this video the whole time, so if at any point you're like, where am I tapping right now? You can just open your eyes if they're closed and take a look at me. Okay. So continuing to stay with the breath, breathing deeply. That is the most natural and easeful way that the body gets to release stuck, stored energy. And so tapping the eyebrows at the bridge of the nose and taking a breath. Tapping the temples, next to the eyes. Tapping the cheeks. This is in line with your pupil, right on the cheekbone. And allow yourself to stay in this gentle, soft space as we tap. Tapping under the nose and that nice little divot between the nose and the mouth. Tapping the chin. And so as you tap, there are a couple different ways to release stuck energy in the body. Tapping all over the chest. You can almost make a heart shape on your chest. You'll get all the way up to the collarbones and all the way down to your sternum. Tapping all over the chest. And so the ways to release stuck, stored energy in the body is through the breath, of course. If you notice yourself starting to clench your jaw, allow yourself to relax and open your mouth on your exhale and allow the energy to just flow right out of your mouth. You may also release through yawning, through burping, through farting, through tingly sensations throughout the body. You might have strong emotions come up. You might notice strong sensations in the body, and they may move. And this is all completely normal. So as we tap together, allow what's present to be there. That essentially what we're doing is we're bringing acceptance to what is, which allows it to let go. Tapping the front of the ribs. So I'm going to stand up for this part. So it's at the part where it juts out on the body. And there's a nice little rib section right here. You'll notice that I can actually go underneath it. You're going to tap right here on the bone. Still breathing. And tapping the sides of the ribs. So this is on the side seam of the body. This will be basically directly underneath your armpit. And if you wear a bra, this would be where a bra, the side of the bra would go. So it's basically going to be in that nice little fleshy part on the side of the body. So you can either tap across like this or like a monkey, depending on your chest size and your body size, whatever feels more comfortable for you. So this way works, or across. Taking another breath. Tapping the inside of the wrist, so make sure you tap directly across, almost where it bends. And holding your hand like you're about to karate chop something. And tapping the side of the thumb next to the nail. Another big deep breath. And you'll notice that there are a fair amount of tapping points. So as we flow through it, this will become second nature to you. You won't even have to think about it. Right now it might feel like a lot, and that is completely okay. Taking a big deep breath. Tapping the index finger next to the nail. Tapping the middle finger next to the nail. All the same side of the fingers. Still holding your hand like you're about to karate chop something. Tapping the underside of the ring finger. So this is just the opposite side than the other fingers. And this is the only finger that's the other side. So this is the tricky one. This is the ring finger related to relationships. Again, top side of the pinky. Going back to the original side. Taking another big deep breath. And tapping the side of the hand, the nice fleshy part. Last but not least, tapping all over the head, making sure you get the top of the head, the back of the head, behind the ears, tapping all over the head. So those are the tapping points for you. Okay. And if at any point your body wants to release, go ahead and allow it. You may yawn, you may burp. It's all perfectly normal. There's no need to hold anything back. And go ahead and create a safe space for yourself. So if you need to tell your roommates or your housemates that you are about to make some weird sounds, go ahead and create some permission for yourself. If you want to create a sacred space, light a candle, feel free to do that. Bringing any crystals. Maybe we'll stop tapping for a moment as you get situated. If there are any adjustments you need to make as we dive in, maybe a bio break, feel free to pause this video and come right back if you need to bring water in or out. Tapping the chest, taking a big deep breath. We're just gonna dive right in a gentle way. So as we start to tap on this, my invitation to you is to say what's true for you. So if I say a phrase, it's call and response, you're going to say the same thing back. However, if it doesn't feel true for you or it's not quite right, you're working on something slightly different, go ahead and change the words. Say what's true for you. So if I'm saying, I feel afraid, and what you're actually experiencing is shame, go ahead and say, I feel ashamed. Or whatever you do feel, maybe you're like, I don't even know what this is, but I feel this sensation in my solar plexus. Great. Go ahead and change what I'm saying to be what's true for you. I'm here to guide you through this process, but ultimately this is your work and your process. Taking another big deep breath. And so as we dive in, I may remind you to breathe. If you're already breathing, beautiful. And if not, go ahead and just allow your breaths to slightly deepen, which will allow everything to flow more quickly. So as we dive in, you may notice that this is starting to move things more quickly than you may be used to, depending on what modalities you're working with. This is all completely normal. And the beautiful thing is that this is permanent. So allow it to flow as it does and trust the process. If at any time you feel like you need to stop, please keep going. If you need to pause it, go pee really quick, grab a tissue right now actually. Just in case you have any tears flowing, let's take care of you. Make sure you have a tissue box next to you. Have anything that you need next to you. Have your water. And we will dive right in. If you do, for any reason, need to pause this, you can, and it will be just as powerful coming back in. And my invitation to you is to actually clear this. So if you're feeling a lot of intensity, a lot of emotion pop up, feel free to pause it, work through those emotions, keep tapping, and we'll get through it together. So if you think of an intense raging river, when you stop in the middle of the river when the current's the most strong, that's the most difficult time to stop. You might get carried away in those emotions and the intensity. If you just keep taking a step forward, a step forward, a step forward, you will make it through. And so make sure that you complete this. And if you're like, I don't even know what this is, go ahead and try it. If you don't like it in the first 5 minutes, definitely feel free to pause and stop. And my invitation to you is to flow through the whole thing, that it has the potential to be life-changing for you. Okay? So, dropping down from the collarbones and start to massage the chest, you will find a sore spot that you're like, I don't know, this is a little more sensitive than the rest of my body. I don't really know why it's so sore right here. It feels a little more tender. And if you were like, I don't know what you're talking about, Tracy, feel free to keep poking around or just choose a spot. So we're going to massage the right and the left side of the chest, taking a big deep breath. And repeating after me, changing the words as needed. I may have been a prostitute in a past life. I may have been a prostitute in a past life. Take another big deep breath. And I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tapping the eyebrows. I may have been a prostitute in a past life. And that's okay. Tapping the temples, taking another breath. There's a part of me that's in resistance to even looking at this. Tapping the cheeks. I don't know what I'll find here. There's a part of me that's afraid of what I'll see if I dive into this. Taking a big deep breath. Tapping under the nose. I feel afraid. Tapping the chin. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. What I just got myself into. And go ahead and search within yourself. What am I afraid of right now? Tapping the chest. What am I afraid of right now? I'm afraid of, and go ahead and fill in the blank. I'm afraid that tapping the front of the ribs. And even with this fear, I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Big deep breath. Tapping the sides of the ribs. I feel this fear in mine. Go ahead and say where you feel that fear. Tapping the inside of the wrist. I feel this fear in my, and go ahead and say that again. And that's okay. I'm open to welcoming this fear. Tapping the side of the thumb. I'm open to the possibility that I am ready to heal this. Tapping the index finger. It's possible that I'm ready to heal this wounding around any prostitution past lives now. tapping the middle finger. It's possible that I can heal this. I can heal this no matter how deep it goes. Tapping the underside of the ring finger, big deep breath. I can heal this no matter how many lifetimes I've experienced. No matter how many lifetimes I've been a prostitute or a sex worker. Tapping the top side of the pinky. No matter how many times that I've experienced sexual abuse, rape, or sexual violation. Big deep breath. Tapping the side of the hand. I can heal this now. Even if this feels too big to heal, I'm open to the possibility that I can heal this. Tapping the head. I'm open to the possibility of being gentle with myself as I dive into this. I may be completely new to this, or if you've been working on it for a long time, I still get to be gentle with myself. Tapping the temples. I have deep compassion for myself and the pain that I've endured. Tapping the temples and taking 3 big deep breaths into the heart and allowing the heart to soften. Tapping the cheeks. It's safe for me to heal now. Okay, you ready to dive in? Okay, tapping under the nose. It's possible that I was a prostitute in a past life. Tapping the chin. It's possible that it's safe for me to take a look at this past life now. I am releasing any remaining resistance around taking a look at this now. Big deep breath. Giving your body a little shake. Shaking out any remaining resistance, any remaining fear, and tapping the chest. I am ready to take a look at this now, even if a part of me is scared. Tapping the front of the ribs. I acknowledge this fear. Tapping the sides of the ribs. This fear is here to protect me. This fear is here to protect me from getting hurt again. Tapping the inside of the wrist. Feel free to tap the other wrist this time. Thank you, fear, for protecting me. Thank you, fear, for keeping me safe, even if it hasn't worked. And I got it from here. I can heal this now. Big deep breath. Tapping the side of the thumb. Thank you, fear. I got this now. Taking a big deep breath into this fear, noticing where it is in your body. Just taking 3 big deep breaths into the fear, tapping the index finger. Noticing where that fear is and allowing the area around the fear, around the constriction to gently relax, to create more space for it to be there. And allowing yourself to breathe deeply, welcoming any way that this fear is gently, gently softening. Tapping the middle finger. Taking another breath into the fear. I am releasing this fear now. Tapping the underside of the ring finger. I have compassion for myself with this fear. It's okay. It's possible that I'm safe even with this fear in my body. Tapping the top side of the pinky. It's possible that I am safe even with this fear in my body. And gently softening, relaxing the jaw, and bringing your awareness to the back side of your body, allowing yourself to be held. Noticing any fear as it starts to flow through you and out of you through the breath. Tapping the side of the hand. It's possible that I'm ready to take a look at this now. It's possible that this could be way easier than I could ever imagine. Tapping all over the head. It's possible that this could actually be even fun to look at. That this could be fun to dive into. That it can be gentle to release. And allowing the body to soften into that possibility that this could actually be easy and gentle. Okay. So starting to tap the chest, allowing the breath to deepen, and gently closing the eyes. And calling up the concept of the past life around prostitution. And this may be a wisp, maybe it's a feeling, maybe it's an image, maybe it's almost like a movie. I'm calling up this past life where I was a prostitute now. And continuing to breathe. Noticing where you're feeling it, what you're seeing, what's coming in for you right now. It is safe for me to dive into this now. give myself permission to be curious about this prostitution past life. Noticing what you have access to, and if the tapping is distracting for you, feel free to place your hands on the heart, on the chest, allowing yourself to be in your body, for it to be a safe presence as you call up this memory, this past life, this story, this archetype, however it is presenting itself to you now. And as you start to dive into this memory, I'd like you to imagine that you have a remote. Go ahead and rewind it all the way to the beginning, wherever that brings you, and press play and keep tapping as you observe, tapping the chest. And as you witness what is happening, you may notice that emotions come up. And we're going to actually have you tell the story out loud of what is happening in this past life, in this memory. Whether it's based in human form or not, whatever manifestation of it, go ahead and explain that story as it plays through. So rewinding to the beginning, pressing play. What is happening? For the next minute, go ahead and explain the story. And noticing if you get caught in any aspects of the story, and don't worry, we will go back, allowing it to continue going forward. Feel free to press play again. But if there's any really strong emotional charge, that is okay. Continue to move through it. We will come back to it. Okay, and starting to wrap up. Tapping the front of the ribs. And so going all the way back to the beginning again. And what happened at the very beginning of this story? And if you have bits and pieces, beautiful, call up what you have access to, whether it's a feeling, a sensation, maybe it's a color. And all we're going to do is hang out with this. If you have the full story, beautiful. And saying what is happening. And when you start to feel an emotion, go ahead and pause. I am feeling, tapping the sides of the ribs. Go ahead and say that emotion. And notice if there's anywhere in your body that you're feeling this emotion, bringing your full awareness to the sensation in your body. I feel this in my, go ahead and say that body part. I feel this emotion in my, tapping the inside of the wrist. And I have deep compassion for myself. Big deep breath. And if it feels true for you to say myself in this past life, go ahead and say it. If it feels true for you to say something else, go ahead and say that instead. Even with this emotion, go ahead and say that emotion. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Big deep breath. Tapping the side of the thumb. I'm open to the possibility of forgiving myself. And just notice, is there any blame there? Is there any blame of yourself, of another person, of an institution, the culture? No matter what it is there any blame here? Tapping the index finger. Right now, I'm blaming. Go ahead and say who you're blaming. And that's okay. I give myself full permission to blame. Say who you're blaming. Tapping the middle finger. I'm open to loving and accepting myself with this blame. Tapping the underside of the ring finger. This blame is allowed to be here. And what really needs to happen here? What emotion is this blame holding? Is it anger? Is it sadness? Is it fear? Is it powerlessness? Is it guilt or shame? Maybe it's pride. What is here right now? Right now, I'm feeling, go ahead and say the feeling and taking a big deep breath. Tapping the top side of the pinky. Right now, I'm feeling big deep breath. Even though I'm feeling, I have deep compassion for myself. Tapping the side of the hand. Another big deep breath. Welcoming that sensation, welcoming that emotion fully in now. If you're getting any visuals around it, allowing that fully in now. If you're getting stabbed, allow that dagger all the way in. If you are being suffocated, allow yourself to be fully suffocated, welcoming that sensation to 100% for just 30 seconds. Tapping the head, big deep breath. Keep breathing. Welcoming the sensation. Allowing the sensation to be here. Tapping the eyebrows. I welcome any remaining aspect of this emotion, this sensation fully in now. Tapping the temples. This emotion is allowed to be here right now. Tapping the cheeks. And I am releasing any remaining aspects of this now. Big deep breath. So we're going to continue moving forward in this memory, in this story. And so if you still have a lot of emotional charge with the beginning of it, go ahead and stay right there. Keep working on this. And if you're like, that's clear, press play and we're going to move on to the next part. So let's go back and what is happening, tapping the chin. What is happening in the story, in this memory, in this next part, or the same part if you still have emotional charge there. And saying out loud, what is happening? Tapping the chest. Tapping the front of the ribs. And even though all of this happened, I'm open to having compassion for myself. Tapping the sides of the ribs. Even though all of this happened, I'm open to loving and forgiving myself. And if it's not you that you need to forgive, go ahead and say the persecutor, the person that violated you, the pimp, whatever the story is. I'm open to loving and forgiving myself and everyone involved. Big deep breath. Tapping the inside of the wrist. This feels unforgivable. Just feel into yourself. Is there a part of you that feels like this is unforgivable, that this is not okay? Tapping the side of the thumb. I feel, and what are you feeling around this? I feel, tapping the index finger. I have compassion for myself with this emotion, and say what emotion you're feeling. Tapping the middle finger, big deep breath. Allowing the emotion to be fully here now. I give this emotion permission to be here now. Tapping the underside of the ring finger. There's a part of me that feels like this is not okay. Or I know that this is not okay. Of course I feel this way. This was not okay. Tapping the side of the hand, big deep breath. Continuing to breathe as you allow the emotion to flow through you. Continuing to tap. Tapping the head. I feel this emotion. And that's okay. It's safe for me to feel this and let this go now. Even if it wasn't safe back then, even if it wasn't okay back then, I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tapping the eyebrows. I can heal this now. It's possible that it's safe for me to heal this now. Tapping the temples. I am letting this go now. I am releasing this pain. Tapping the cheeks. I am releasing this hurt. Tapping into the nose. I am releasing this violation. Tapping the chin. I am releasing this powerlessness. I am taking back my power now. Tapping the chest. I am releasing this anger. It's possible that my body is safe now. Even if my body wasn't safe back then. Tapping the front of the ribs. It's possible that my body is safe now. Tapping the sides of the ribs. It's possible that I can let this story go. It's possible that I can heal this now. Tapping the inside of the wrist. And what's still here? What's still holding this story together? Is it an emotion? Is it a belief? Is it something that you cannot get your head around that is just so terrible that how could you ever forgive it? Tapping the side of the thumb. This story is being held together by, and go ahead and say what's still present for you. Tapping the index finger. This story is still being held together by. Tapping the middle finger. This story is still being held together by taking a big deep breath. And asking this past life, this character, what did they really need in this moment? Tapping the underside of the ring finger. What did I really need in this moment? And go ahead and give it to them. Give it to yourself now. If they needed love, compassion, forgiveness, gently soften your heart. If they just needed loving touch, a hug, someone to know that they understand, be that person for them. Let them know that you forgive them, that you understand, that you are here with them even though it was terrible, even though it was horrible. I'm here with you now. Tapping the top side of the pinky. Giving them anything else that they need now. You're not alone, and I'm here with you. You're safe now. That wasn't okay. That wasn't okay. Tapping the side of the hand. Anything else that they need. Giving it to them now. Tapping the head. Taking 3 big deep breaths into your heart. Breathing in compassion into any remaining areas of hurt, of pain, of suffering. What did this person really need to hear? What do they need to hear right now? You're safe now. You can let go. You don't need to hold on to this anymore. Tapping the eyebrows. Anything else that they need to hear? Tapping the temples. It's all okay now. I forgive you. I love you. I forgive you. Tapping the cheeks. It wasn't your fault. Any last words, anything else that they need right now. Bringing even more compassion, forgiveness, love, understanding. Tapping under the nose. Tapping the chin. And what needs to happen now? Does this energy, does this memory need to be let go, to be dissolved back into love, back into the original source? Does it need to be integrated back into you, into your heart, into every single cell of your being? Do you need to glean any lessons, any gifts, any blessings from this? Is there anything else that needs to happen here in order to complete this past life, this memory? And allow it to happen now. Tapping the front of the ribs. Welcoming in infinite mercy into this entire scenario. Forgiving any aspects that you may not have space to forgive, that the infinite, that universe can forgive. Welcoming it back home, back to peace, back to love now. Tapping the sides of the ribs. And now that you have this extra space in your body, what new belief systems are you creating for yourself? Say it in the positive, like I am safe to be in my body. Or I trust that others have my best interest in mind. I trust in God. I allow love. I choose life. Tapping the inside of the wrist. Whatever that belief is, saying it in the affirmative, so not what you don't want, but what you do want, what you are creating for yourself. Not, I don't need to be afraid anymore. It's, I am safe, or I am in love, or I allow, whatever is true. What is that new belief system? Tapping the side of the thumb and saying that new belief system. What are you creating for yourself? Tapping the index finger, saying it again. Big deep breath. Tapping the middle finger, say that new belief system again. What is now true for you? Tapping the underside of the ring finger. Say it again. Tapping the pinky. Saying it one more time and welcoming that new belief system into your DNA. I welcome this new belief system into my DNA now. Tapping the side of the hand. I welcome in love, safety, new beginnings. Tapping all over the head. And what else are you creating for yourself? What does your life now look and feel like now that this is clear? I feel alive in my body. It's safe to trust men again. It's safe to trust myself again. Tapping the eyebrows. I have power over my body. I get to choose what happens with my body. Tapping the temples. My body is mine, and my body is God's. This body is full of love. Tapping the cheeks. This body is love. I allow my body to relax. Tapping under the nose. I allow my body to soften. Tapping the chin. I allow my nervous system to relax and to recalibrate. I am coming into harmony and balance now. I am coming into right relationship with my body and my sexuality. Tapping the front of the ribs. I use my sexual power for good. Tapping the sides of the ribs. I have faith in the process. I trust my healing. I am becoming more whole now. Tapping the inside of the wrist. I am becoming more loving now. I am loving myself now. Tapping the side of the thumb. What else are you creating for yourself? Any other affirmations, any words of wisdom, any loving things that you want to say to yourself now? Go ahead and say them out loud. Tapping the index finger. And what else? Tapping the middle finger. And tapping the ring finger. Tapping all over your body and saying to yourself, Tracy, I am so proud of you today. Filling in your name. You did such good work today. Thank you for showing up for yourself. And 3 things that you love about yourself. Beautiful. Placing your hands on your heart. Closing your eyes and noticing how your body is feeling now. Noticing what's alive for you. If there's any remaining charge here, that's okay. You can go back and do this tap again as many times as you need to. That this is here for you. Feel free to write in the comments how this experience was for you, how you're feeling now, what you moved through. It is such an honor to hold you in this space. And I look forward to continuing to tapping with you. Go ahead and subscribe below. Hope to see you again soon. Have an amazing, amazing day, week, and may your integration of this new power within you be incredibly empowering, exciting, and enlivening as you come back home to yourself and to your truth and to your sexuality. Blessings.